Commerce or human? Which subject?
Commerce.
Commerce. Okay. So we started the chapter.
Yes, ma'am.
And our 2 chapters over. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Simple chapters.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So you will be in the group. Basil, you are in the commerce group,
Yes,
class
ma'am.
group.
Yes, ma'am.
So I will send the notes once again. Okay. You
Okay.
go through that, and if you have any doubt, you can contact me.
Yes, ma'am.
You can contact me.
Teacher.
Shubham,
Yes, ma'am.
happy to see you again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, commerce, Shubham.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So children, remember the last topic? Karthik,
Yes, ma'am.
last we discussed about?
Variables, continuous and discrete.
Okay, and also 3 series.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Individual, discrete and continuous series. And now we are going to discuss about the frequency distribution, isn't it? I think the last heading we wrote is frequency distribution. Before going to frequency distribution, I will ask you, what do you mean by frequency? Anybody?
नहीं.
Frequency.
Ma'am, which subject is this?
Who asked?
Ma'am.
Okay, this is economics. You are new to the class. Okay, so once again I will tell. In economics, first year you have 2 subjects is there. One is statistics and microeconomics. Okay.
Okay.
2 papers you want to study. One is statistics. Statistics, the first 4 chapter is only theory. Then we will go to the practical side. That means problem-based portions will be there. And the next one is entirely a theory paper. That is microeconomics.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why don't think that it is maths. We are studying statistics. So we want to give some basic info. Not the mathematical, your pure maths we are not studying. We are studying statistics only. About mean, median, mode, dispersion, deviation, some small topics.
Yeah.
Very easy topics. Okay. So Tom is laughing. Very simple, isn't it, Tom? Okay, then what do you mean by frequency? Frequency means the number of values in a particular class. In the last class, we discussed about the continuous series. So the frequency means, and you remember the last class? The last class you remember we studied about the class and its frequencies. Class, continuous series, frequency. So if 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 4, 5. This is called as frequency. Okay. So what do you mean by a frequency? It means the number of values in a particular class. So the class 0 to 10, the frequency is 4. The class 10 to 20, the frequency is 5. So frequency means the number of values in a particular class. Clear? Frequency
Yes,
means
ma'am.
the number of values in a particular class is called as frequency. Not only to continuous series, discrete series also. Suppose here number of students mark, whatever it is, any two thing, 2, 4, 6, 8. That is also, here it is the frequency. That means then the term class frequency means the number of values in a particular class. Then what do you mean by a frequency distribution? That is a heading rewrote, frequency distribution. It shows how the different values, the frequency distribution shows how the different values of a variable are distributed in different classes along with their corresponding class frequencies. Now you are clear with what is class frequency. Then what do you mean by frequency distribution? The frequency distribution shows how the different values of a variable, are distributed in different classes along with their corresponding class frequencies. That is called as a frequency distribution. So a frequency distribution shows how the different values of a variable are distributed in different classes. How the different values of a variable are distributed in different classes along with their corresponding class frequencies. 0 to 10 is a class, 10 to 20 is a class, 20 to 30 is a class. So how the values are distributed? As I showed, okay, then for a class, next we are discussing the other some important terms related to a class. So what is a frequency distribution? It shows how the different values of a variable are distributed in different classes along with their corresponding class frequencies. 0 to 10 is a class. Okay. Its frequency may be 4. That means, suppose the mark of the students is written as a frequency. 4 students got the mark in between 0 and 10. That is a frequency. Instead of class and frequency, instead of class and frequency, we are writing number of students and their marks. Okay. Instead of class and frequency, sometimes it will be given as the number of students and the marks, or the class and the mark, or the mark and the frequency, class and the frequency. So a frequency distribution, it shows how the different values of a variable are distributed in different classes along with their corresponding class frequencies. Then in a class, suppose 0 to 10 is a class. Here, first we will discuss about some terms related to the class. First is class limit. Have you heard about a class limit? 0 to 10, what is a class limit?
10.
Only 10? It is a two end of the classes. Class limit is a two end of the classes. Here 0 and 10. Lower value is called as the lower limit and the okay. 0 is called as
Lower limit.
lower limit. Then 10 is called as
Upper limit.
Upper limit.
Limit.
Highest value is called as the upper limit and the lowest value is called as the
Lower limit.
lower limit. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that is the first term. It is a two end of a class. Class limits are the two end of the class. It include a lower limit and upper limit. Lower limit means the lowest value is called as the lower limit and the highest value is known as the upper limit. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Femina?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is about class limit. Class limit shows there are the two end of the class limit means the two end of the classes. And the lowest value is called as lower limit and the highest value is called as the upper limit.
Limit.
Then the next term is class interval. Class interval. What do you mean by class interval? Class interval. It is the difference between the upper class limit and the lower class limit. Okay, class interval is the difference between the upper class limit and the lower class limit. Suppose a class 10 to 20. What is a class interval? Grishma?
10.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, answer is? Okay, another question I will give. Okay, suppose the class is 20 and 40. What is the class interval?
20.
20.
20. How you calculated?
40 minus 20.
40 minus 20. That means the upper limit minus lower limit.
Lower limit.
So how to calculate class interval? It's the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit.
Lower limit.
First we discussed what is a class limit. What is a class limit? It's the two end of the classes. Here what is the class limit? 20 and 40. 20 is the lower limit and 40 is the upper limit. And next is class interval. Class interval means the difference between the
Upper
two
and lower
classes.
limit.
How to calculate class interval? Upper class limit minus lower class
Lower
limit.
limit.
Here 40 minus
20.
20, that is equal to 20 is
20.
the class interval. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Grishma? Next is class midpoint. Okay. Another important term related to a class is class midpoint. What do you mean by midpoint? Femina? Midpoint.
Ma'am, upper limit plus lower limit by 2.
Ah, yes. You studied it, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the class midpoint is the mid value of a class. For calculating the problems we need, for calculating arithmetic mean and all in the continuous series, we need this class midpoint. So how to calculate class midpoint? It is a mid value of a class. Midpoint means it's a mid value of a class. How to calculate it? Upper class limit plus lower class limit divided by 2.
2.
Clear? How to calculate the class midpoint? Upper class limit plus lower class limit divided by 2. Suppose a class 10 to 20. How to calculate the class midpoint? 20
Plus 10 by 2.
That is
2.
equal to 30 by
15.
2. That is equal to 15.
15.
So the midpoint of the class 10 to 20 is 15.
15.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No,
How
ma'am.
to calculate class limit, class interval? Class interval is also called as class width. Okay. Class interval is also called as class width and also class midpoint. Clear? Then we can do one thing. Write a question. Calculate
Calculate
the lower class limit
lower class limit.
upper class limit
Upper class limit
and the class mark.
and class mark.
Class mark, or you can write the midpoint. Okay, no need to write class mark. Write the midpoint.
Midpoint.
Okay.
Yes,
Then the
ma'am.
question. Class. F for what?
Frequency.
Frequency. Frequency is always written as F. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have any doubt in bracket, you can write
Frequency.
frequency. In the problems and all, it is given as F only. They will not write frequency. First you write the question, then only you do. Okay. No need for tell the answer. I will call each person. Okay, then you calculate lower class limit, upper class limit and class midpoint.
Finish.
Finished so fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
पहले ये प्रैक्टिकल का फिर थियरी और फिर पूरा थ्योरी हो गया आखिरी में माइक्रोइकोनॉमिक्स सही डन
Everybody finished?
यस मैम
Everyone?
9 पे नहीं है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का है और
Shubham?
यस मैम
Finished?
यस
Okay, Shubham. First
Yes,
class,
ma'am.
what is the frequency?
frequency is 5
Okay, what is the lower limit?
0
Okay, upper limit?
10
And what's the midpoint?
5.
Okay. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Aishwarya, is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then what is the second class? Aishwarya.
Ma'am, actually, I got cut in between, so I don't know where it
Oh.
is now.
Okay, okay. Grishma. Second class. 10 to?
10 to 20.
Okay, frequency. Frequency.
20.
20. Lower class limit.
10.
Upper class limit. Grishma. Think connectivity problem. Karthik, what's the midpoint, mid value?
Ma'am, 15.
15. Yes, good. Then say third is
20 to
20 to
30.
30.
20 to
30.
30. Then what is the frequency?
10.
10. Lower class limit.
20.
Upper class limit.
30.
Midpoint.
25.
25. Then the next class is 30 to 40. Its lower class limit is 30. Upper class limit is 40. And class midpoint is 35. Then 40 to 50. Lower class limit is 40.
40.
Upper class limit is 50. And the class midpoint is 40.
45.
Clear?
5. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, clear? Basil, it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It is pronounced as Basil or Basil?
Ma'am, Basil.
Basil, okay. Then the other is, another point is how to prepare a frequency distribution. So if the data is given, how you will prepare a frequency distribution? That is the next question. So we should take into account 4 points while we are preparing a frequency distribution. We will always remember the 4 points when we are discussing, when we are preparing a frequency distribution. We must always remember the 4 points. The first one is the number of classes. Okay, the first point is the number of classes we should have. The second one is the size of the class. Third one is choice of class limit. And the fourth one is availability of class frequency. I will tell once again. Don't write now, listen here, okay? The first one is the number of classes we have. So when we are preparing a frequency distribution, the following 4 points should take into account. The first one is the number of classes we should have. How many classes should we need? So the first point is, you can write how to prepare a frequency distribution. The heading is how to prepare a frequency distribution. When preparing a frequency distribution, 4 points should be considered. First one is the number of classes we should have. The first one is the number of classes we should have. Clear? The number of classes we should have. Second one is the size of each class. Second point is the size of each class. Size of each class. Third one is the choice of class limit. The choice of class limit. choice of class limit. And the fourth one is availability of class frequencies. Availability of class frequencies. These are the 4 points need to be taken into account when we are preparing a frequency distribution. The number of classes we should have, the size of each class, choice of class limit, and availability of class frequencies. Okay. So the first point is the number of classes we should have. When we are discussing about the number of classes should not be too long or it should not be too short. That's the first point we should remember when we are selecting the number of classes. It should not be too long or it should not be too short. See, if it is too short, what will happen? It will affect the accuracy of the data. See, if the class is only 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 10. If it is too short, the accuracy of the data is not getting. If it is too long, suppose from 0 to 10 to 190 to 200, such a huge data is there, it is difficult to computing. It will be difficult for very difficult in the computation of the data. So the first point you should remember is the number of classes should not be too long or it should not be too short. If it is too short, what will happen? The accuracy will be lost, and if it is too long, it is very difficult in computation. And in order to avoid such difficulties, we find out the range of the, have you heard about the term range? Hanna, have you heard about range?
No, ma'am.
No. Nobody heard about range? Okay. In order to avoid such a difficulties, we have to find their range. Range is the difference between the highest, the largest, and the smallest value. Range is the difference between the largest and the smallest value. Range is equal to highest value minus the lowest value, H minus L. The highest value and the lowest value. Range is the difference between the highest value and lowest value. Suppose the lowest value is 0 and the highest value is 10.
10.
Then how to calculate the range? 10 minus 0.
0.
So to avoid such type of difficulties in calculating the frequency distribution, we are using the range. Range shows the difference between the highest and the lowest value. A large range indicates the values of the variable are widely spread. Suppose here the range may be 100 and the smallest value is 0. It shows the ranges, the data are varied in a large extent, and if the range is small, the data are variables are spread very narrowly. So if the range we are getting is a big number, it means the data are widely spread, and if the range is the small range indicates the data are narrowly spread. And one more thing is important. Range is the sum of all class intervals. So here we are concerning about the range. Range is the sum of the class intervals. The range can be calculated by highest value minus lowest value, and range is the sum of all class intervals. So here range is equal to number of classes into class interval. Okay. Range is equal to number of classes into class interval. Range is equal to number of classes into class interval. So the first point we should consider when we are preparing a frequency distribution is the number of classes. The number of classes should not be too long or should not be too short. If it is too short, it will affect the accuracy of the data, and if it is too long, it is difficult in computation. Then to avoid such type of difficulties, we find out the range. Range is the difference between the highest and the lowest value. And a large range indicates the value of the variables are widely spread, and a small range indicates the values are narrowly spread. And range is the sum of all class intervals, and the range can be calculated using the formula number of classes into class intervals.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Any doubt in any topic?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute. So it's clear? Anybody, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So revise these much topic.
Ma'am, last chapter notes.
That I will send you in the group. Okay, don't worry. Once
Okay,
again,
ma'am.
I will send that in the group. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.